What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Sir Jorge the Great bringing you week 9's team builder of the NCP. Today we are building for Aaron 12 and his Rome Empoleons. Before I get into the team builder, what we're bringing and why we are bringing them, I'm currently live on Twitch, I believe. I'm currently working on the thumbnail for this week's battle. So if you're curious on what sort of thought process comes into mind when it comes to my thumbnails, because I know I don't have like the most typical ones. As of recent, my thumbnails are sort of gonna help. But anyways, um, if you're curious what goes behind the mind of mine, come check it out, because I'll definitely be giving out saying my thought process from there. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say in the video. Now looking at Aaron's team, he is currently 4-4 for the season, not 3-3. Your San Ant Eggys are still undefeated at 7-0-1. If you haven't seen last week's video, it'll be up here, so go check that out. And yeah, looking at his team, he is the Mega Steelix, the Delmice, the Gorbis, the Ambipom, the Gramble, the Raichu, the Meowstic, the Rotom Heat, the Dragago, the Sulk, and the Skuntank. Now when looking at his team, I was like, Gorbis and Dragago and Ambipom are very scary because they all hit on the special side, or with the exception of Ambipom, which can also hit on the physical side if it wanted to with Skill Link. But they're all very, very scary threats because Dragago was like a Life Orb, Choice Specs. It just does a lot with adaptability. But we do have a lot of counters to that. Gorbis after Shell Smash can really just sweep my team if I don't play it very carefully. But at the same time, if I have a Trick Room up and it clicks Shell Smash, then it's gonna get beaten by almost anything on my team. Rotom Heap has a really nice matchup because it could just Volt Switch around consistently without even thinking about it. And yeah, and then Raichu I think just stops my my Kaminari from Volt Switching around. And yeah, does he have another? He does not have a ground type. Oh, well, Steelix. So yeah, and then he has Mega Steelix, can set up rocks, but really doesn't do anything else. It's very physically defensive, and so yeah. Now, looking at this team, I was like, how do I beat a Shell Smash Gorbis? Because that's honestly the scariest thing. And actually, after building, I was like, Gorbis isn't that scary if it's not set up. So, with that in mind, the bottom six are the ones I believe he brings. I can see Suck coming, I can see Skuntank, and I can see Delmice coming over, like maybe Raichu and then Mega Steelix. But yeah, with that in mind, let's go over our team, what we are bringing, and why we are bringing it. So first and foremost, ignore that pop-up. We are bringing PB and J the Tentacruel with the Black Sludge, Giga Drink, Scalds, Knockout, Sludge Bomb. We're bringing max HP, enough special defense to live a +2 modest Psychic from a Gorbis. What else? We're running Giga Drain so that we can actually gain a lot of health, because we do almost half to a non-investment Gorbis. And yeah, Knockoff just to knock things off, and then Scald and Sludge Bomb just to have Stab ready and going. Next up, we have one of our responses to the Gorbis, to the Dragago somewhat, and then the Ambipom is a Calm Mind Protect to attack Gardevoir, the waifu, with the leftovers. This is sort of a really good response, because the idea here, I just click a couple of Calm Minds and we just go ham on his team. We're running max HP, max defense, bold. When I was first building it, I also wasn't sure where to put my investment. I knew I wanted to run a bulkier set, but I was like, you know what? If it brings that Skuntank at max defense, we actually live a adamant 252 poison jab format, which is actually really cool, because then we just Moonblast and Sakura away. Protect just to scout things out, and Moonblast and Sakura really does do a lot to everything besides something called Mega Steelix, in which we have our own responses. We're running Synchronized because I think having like maybe Levitate on the Rotom makes it dealing with Steelix a lot easier. Even Raichu, we can go into Raichu and trace his Volt Absorb. I just realized I wasn't traced, so I fixed that immediately. Next up, I don't like having it like that. We are bringing Klutzek, the Bronzong, with the leftovers, and we're running Levitate. I was considering running Heat Proof for that Rotom, but I realized that a lot of his mons do get access to Earthquake, and it sort of just slows him down. For example, if he does not bring Shadow Ball on the Dragago, we wall the Dragago, we wall the Gorbis for the most part. We wall Steelix, and and so like 4 of those mons we really just do wall. We're running max HP, max special defense, special defense plus nature with minus speed just for that max damage Gyro Ball. And yeah, running rocks, toxic, sidewave, gyro ball. Sidewave just is really fixed chip damage, which is really nice because we are running level 50. Toxic just to toxic things away. Besides the Draggle and the steel, I really don't see myself clicking toxic this week because everything else sort of can like run up my face. Rocks because if he does bring the Rotom, then we can just chip that thing away because then it only has up 4 switches if it's not leftovers, which probably could be. And then Gyro Ball again just for that secure chip damage. But I feel like it's really only for the Ambipom because I feel like he's gonna bring a counter to my Trick Room core. And but by the 6 you can see it looks like I'm bringing Trick Room, but I'm not, which is why I absolutely love this team. So yeah, that's our Klutsak. And yeah, next up is probably one of my favorite ways of using Eggy. I did a mock battle, and I absolutely loved using this sort of set. We're bringing a Iapapa Harvester Eggy set. For the very first time this season, I've been bringing a lot of offensive Eggy, and never really defensive. I just realized Eggy does not have a gender. Yeah, so I've been bringing really a lot of offensive Eggies, and I feel like that's sort of not using him in the best way possible. So I decided just to bring a Harvest set. I never brought this before. If I had Sunny Day, that'd be cool, but I don't. We're rocking Leaf Seed, Substitute, Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse Flamethrower really does a number to his team. If it doesn't hit the Steelix, it hits something else. And yeah, so again, we go into that Rotom Heat, because Rotom Heat is really forced to bring Full Switch over Heat, Thunderbolt, and either Hidden Power Ice or Hidden Power Water. For the Alolan Executor or the Wanahaka Lugia or Mega Camerupt. So we're gonna be playing on that if he wants to full switch around. And yeah, I have Papa Berry because again that's gonna restore over half our health. And with the Harvest ability, we have a chance, a 50-50 chance to get the berry back, and we have subs so that we actually we have a better chance of triggering that either way. I absolutely love this set when using it in the mock paper of his Hacker. Shout out to Hacker. Again, I'm actually very happy with his Eggy, and I think it's gonna pull in a lot of work. Next up, we have Gamora, the Sneasel with a Choice Scarf. This is our primary way of dealing with a boosted Gorbis at +2. We are bringing Choice Scarf Punishment. Now bringing it back a bit. Sneasel actually hasn't come in a long time. Let me see if I can find out when the last time we brought Sneasel. So give me one moment, because I don't think we haven't brought her in a good while. And it's simply because she hasn't had the best of matchups. But I feel like this was I was talking to George when I was at work, to my boss, and I was like, how do I deal with setup Gorbis? And 2 things came to mind. One you already saw, which was the Waifu Gardevoir. I was like, if we get a couple commands, it's not as scary, and we can just blow that sucker goodbye. And the other was like, you know what? If it does, I was like, this seems to get punishment, and if it does it knock out a Shell Smash Gorbis? And Adamant 252 punishment does actually knock out Gorbis. Let me see. I hate to be doing this live match stats. Let's see. I'm currently using the NCP doc, but yeah. So I honestly think this is actually one of my cooler techs I've brought. Let's see. Sneasel. Last time I'm seeing is week 4. I think so. Yeah, last time we brought Sneasel was week 4, so it's been like 5 or 6 weeks since Sneasel has touched the field. And again, it's not because I don't like using them on, it's simply because they don't have, it didn't have the best of matchups. So, with that in mind, and then we're bringing Ice Crash for stab, knockoff just not knock things off, and break for that Ambipom, so we can hit that a little bit harder. And oh, I'm actually sorry, that's for the Steelix too. But yeah, that's one half. That's one half of our tech. The other half is our Wanahaka Lugia with Rock Polish. Believe it or not, we are bringing enough speed to outspeed a 252 timid Gorbis after a Rock Polish, which is just nuts to say. We're bringing 252 special attack. At first, I was just speed creeping the Mega Steelix, and then I was like, yeah, I'm bringing NASCAR Mega Camera up, and then George was like, so rock polish went, and I was like, hold up, George, this is actually a really good idea. And looking at like what I could outspeed, I'm not outspeeding almost anything, but I'm outspeeding a lot of the threats to Wanahaka Lugia. We easily switch into like the Raichu and the actual Rotom Heat, because if he does not bring Hidden Power Water, then we absolutely wall that thing, and we get to click a Rock Polish, and we do over half with Ancient Power because it's boosted due to sheer force. And yeah, that's our team, guys. I am loving this team. I feel like we can play Aaron. We can really just predict what he wants to do overall. I've played Aaron before in the SSBL. I lost there 0-1, I believe. And so I really want to get revenge from that match. But yeah, I am very excited for this match. I think we're bringing some really heat sets, and I feel like we're gonna do really, really well. But yeah, guys, if you are excited for this match, make sure you hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think of the team in the comment section down below. Alrighty, guys, my name is Circle Decorate. Make sure you are pressing the word of a San Ant Eggy, and I will catch you guys hopefully on my Twitch stream. Alrighty, see you guys. Bye bye. Catch me on Twitch. Oh. Oh boy, I'm super excited for this match. Oh boy. Oh boy.